sila sa FB Live. Siglisod sila sa ilang Zoom. Okay. So sige, magsugod ta. So mayong gabi sa tanan. Kumusta ka mo? So wala na September na. So Merry Christmas. Ambot ko ako by first na-greet sa inyo Merry Christmas. Kita mga Filipino, kita ang pinaka taas o pinaka sayo og taas nga celebration sa Christmas. So Merry Christmas sa tanan. Eber naman. So salamat sa Ginoo nga padayon pa kita sa atong pagtan-aw sa parables o ganiya kita sa ikaduha nga bahin, Parables of Grace. And hopefully by this Sunday, we could wrap this one up and then we could move on next Friday sa sunod nga batch of parables, the parables of judgment. Interesting po to. Sa murag mahadlok ta kay judgment ang storya. But actually, it's between a parable of judgment and a parable of grace gihapon. So there's a balance. So sama sa ako na sulti, na word nga kining paradox. And most of the ideas in the Bible are paradox, especially sa parables na gihisgutan ni Jesus. So, aging review, last time we talked about the parable of the friend at midnight. O kabalutan ang storya to was a story about prayer. Kay the precedent or the story before the parable of the friend at midnight, katong nanuktok siya sa iyang higala kay mangayo lang siya og tinapay. It was a story about prayer, and the disciples were asking Jesus, teach us how to pray. Murag seminar, lecture ni Jesus, just like John the Baptist, the baptizer, taught his disciples about prayer. So murag gusto sila og mga how-tos, unsaon pag-ampo. So murag nailistahan. Kita nga tao, murag default nato nga tudloy lang mi how to do this, how to live the Christian life, how to be holy. So ganahan ta na. But Jesus had a different answer. Ipakita niya nga he is far better to John the Baptist. In fact, we could say nga inferior ang ministry ni John the Baptist because John the Baptist himself said that I am here, I'm just paving the way for the Messiah, in which his sandals I am not worthy to untie or touch. Mismo si John the Baptist nag-ingon ana. So ang murag na makita nato nga ang idea dito, ang mga disciples, of course nakadungog sila kang John the Baptizer sa iyang ministry. So basin siguro naghatag yun siguro og murag how to si John sa iyang mga disciples, but Jesus ingon siya, no, I will describe to you what is prayer. I will tell you what is the best prayer. Tagaan po niya. And I will discuss to you unsa ang amahan, me as God, ang amahan. And then what is faith. So mo itong i-discuss na to last time. Kaya dito ato makita nga through the parable, ato makita nga nangita og reasonable reason para ang tao, kaya yung story naman to in the parable, is na kuno'y tao nga naa sa bisita. In the context of the Jewish people, they always have to welcome strangers that pass by their place at night. Dawaton gid nila na sama nga sila mga stranghero dito sa wilderness coming from Egypt going to the promised land. So they have to welcome strangers. So this guy, he had a friend who came in at night and then they had no bread. So motuingon siya nga mo manuktok ko sa akong higala ug didto ko mangayong tinapay sa iyaha. So he had to find a reason nga maayo para abrihan siya sa iyang higala. Ug mao to ang reason na hutdan naming tinapay and I have to entertain my guest. So mo to being reasonable. But actually, ang riyang reason ko atong analyson is also unreasonable. Kiningon tong tao ang tagbalay nga ngano mo bakod pamanggo nga tulog naman mi ako mga anay. Ubakod lang ko para sa imo, but ingon to because you're a friend and of course of your persistence, ubakod ni siya kay amigo man mo and then he will give you the bread. But actually, Jesus was talking about, when he talks about the guy was already sleeping, he was referring to his death. And then when he was talking about the guy will rise up to give you bread, he was talking about his resurrection. And then, dili po coincidence, ang istoryahan itong bread. And we know that the bread is Jesus himself. So he's saying, bagon kita sa Ginoo sa itong mga pag-ampo, bisan man unreasonable ang atong mga reason, because of his death and resurrection, and because he is a good father. Diba? Ang atong ang tungod sa kamatayon ni Jesus, nahiusa kita siyang kamatayon, nahiusa po ta siyang pagkabanaw, nahimo kitang iyang mga anak, nahisakop kita siyang gingharian, and he became our father. Okay? And that's why he will answer us in our prayers, even though we are unreasonable. Okay? Or even though, how do you say it, our reasons are really unreasonable. He will listen to us because he's a good father. And he went on to say, nakamugali mga earthly fathers who are evil. Okay? Referring to us, we are sinful. Kamu manggali, dili man ninyo maatim sa Tagalog pa. Hindi nyo maatim, hindi nyo kakayanin na pag ang iyong anak ay may hinihingi, kung kaya mo, ibibigay mo talaga. Sa Bisaya, pag ginhawa mo lang, na ihatag yun sa imong anak, kung kaya ni mo ihatag. Ingon siya, kamo, ng mga earthly fathers who are sinful in nature. How much more God the Father? He will always give you what you ask, the good things that you desire. Ingon dito, kabahin sa pagtuo, and ingon dito nga, there's a parallel story about that. We discussed about the Canaanite woman in Matthew chapter, where was that? Matthew chapter 16. Na-discuss po nato to, nga there was this Canaanite woman. She was an outcast. Dili siya part sa mga Jewish people, dili siya Judeo. But then he begged Jesus nga tabangan niya ang iyang anak. And then Jesus said, I am for the lost sheep of Israel. And I don't give food of my children, ako mga kaanakan, to the dogs. So Jesus was referring that you, the Canaanite woman, you a Canaanite, you are not a Jew. Actually, kontra nila ang mga Canaanites, di ba? Actually, sa lang history, there were times they were at peace. There were times that they were good. Because he was, kining lugar nga Canaanite or Gentile man ang reference din eh. But he is from the place Tyre and Sidon. So in Tyre and Sidon, there was a time, during the time of David and time of Solomon, they were allies, friends sila. In fact, sila ang nag-supply og kahoy, cedar trees, na gwapo nga kahoy, para maghimo sila og mga barko. Kining Tyre and Sidon, they were dual sila sa dagat. So anyway, there were times nga allies nila, na amigo nila, there were times na kontra nila. But they were not really part of the Jewish people. That's why Jesus said, you're a dog. And I don't give food of my children to dogs. But then, amazingly, the woman admitted that she's an outcast. Ingon siya nga Latinoon. Pero the dogs eat the crumbs or ang mga mumho nga nangahulog sa lamisa sa amo. And that's why Jesus said, oh, great faith you have. Because the woman was admitting that she's an outcast and she cannot do anything by her own. And that's why only Jesus had the power to help her. And that's why I said you had great faith. In prayer, we should have that same mindset, pangunahuna. Now, when we come to God in prayer, we do not boast of the things that atong nangabuhat. Diba? Sa religion pa, ato pang ipanghinambog pang ato nangabuhat. Lord, nagsimba ko. Karon di ay nga panahon, wala gyud makaklaim sa perfect attendance. Okay, di ba? Wala maging tungod sa pandemya o regulation sa gobyerno, wala naging perfect attendance. So dili po ta makaampo, Lord, perfect ba akong attendance, Lord? Ang akong mga blessings, Lord, entitlement na siya. We don't go to prayer like that sa Ginoo, but we come admitting that we could not do it on our own. That's why we need His help. And that's faith. Ingon dito. So that was the last time na atong storya. And it's a parable of grace because God the Father hears our prayers even though we're unreasonable, just like the man, nga pukawon pag niya yung amigo. And secondly, He hears us because of faith. Faith meaning we could not do it on our own. That's why we need His help. Not going to Him with all the good things that we have done, making it as a leverage. Murami itong atong, Lord, nabi ko yung pangbuhat, tubaga akong pagampo. Lord, ngano wala pa man nimo gitubag o pagampo. Faithful bi ako sa imo. No, we don't go to him in prayer like that. We go to him in prayer admitting we could not do it on our own. That's why we need his help. So, that's last time. So let's move on to the next parable nga atong isgutan karon. And this is the parable of the rich fool. And this is actually a parable of grace. So karon ato kining basahon in Luke, dito sa Luke chapter 12 verse 13 to 21. Okay? It's here in our screens. Ako lang basahon sa akong Bible kay sa hinahay sampung din sa akong screen. So anyway, pareha lang mag-translation. It says here, then someone called from the crowd, "Teacher," he was talking to Jesus, "please tell my brother to divide our father's estate with me." Jesus replied, "Friend, who made me a judge over you to decide such things as that?" Then he said, "Beware, guard yourself against every kind of greed. Life is not measured by how much you own." Then he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. He said to himself, "What should I do? I don't have room for all my crops." Then he said, "I know. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I'll have room enough to store all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and say to myself, 'My friend, you have enough, stored away for years to come. Now take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry.' But God said to him, 'You fool, you will die this very night. Then who will get everything you work for?' Yes, a person is a fool to store up earthly wealth, but not have a relationship with God." So, interesting topic. So, ato na po eksaminon, ngano man, what was the precedence, or unsa may istorya, before ani, ngano man nga naingon man kini ni Jesus. So, going back here a bit, so nag-warning man siya about hypocrisy, and then he continued teaching on, and na tao nga nangutana. Siya pangutana. Pangutana niya, "Teacher, please tell," pangutana, sugo niya. "Teacher, please tell my brother to divide our father's estate with me." Interesting. Kung dito sa parable of the Good Samaritan, or the man who fell among the thieves, atong makita dito nga, anyway, am I still on the screen? Okay ba ba? Nawala akong kuwan? Okay ba? Okay, napanday. Kisa ko tanaw murag kuwan. So, in the parable of the Good Samaritan, or the man who fell among the thieves, naay nang utana, di ba? Who is my neighbor? So, naay nag-instigate, o instigator, or sa Bisaya pa kargador. Gusto siya mangutana kay Jesus. Dili po, na po instigator. Na po kargador. Ug mao kining tao nga naingon siya nga, Teacher yung tawag kang Jesus. Pwede ba nga suguon nimo akong brother nga mag-divide kami sa among mga kabtangan? So, ato eksaminon most likely kini nga tawo wala na sila amahan. Kabalo man ta nga patriarchal sila, and the son, okay, the firstborn son, siya ang mupadayon sa ilang kabtangan, or ang word ni estate. So siya na ang tagapagmana. And he is going to take care of everything, the family. So, most likely, kini nga tawo, dugay na siya naghinam-hinam, mura ni siya katong the lost son in the prodigal son, atong storya. Mura gata ng kula ka, na din nga storya, so na connection din ni siya. So, kini siya, manghod siya, ug naghinam-hinam na ni siya, o is very excited to get all the money from his father's estate, now given to his brother to take care. So he's excited nga, magtunga-tunga namin, mag-divide namin sa kabtangan. Teka naman, para magkaugalingon namin. And most likely, this guy is thinking, kung mabahin lang niya ang kabtangan sa akong papa, karon nga naanas akong maguwang, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. Diba? I'll be fine. Okay na ko, ani. So, muna ingon si Jesus nga, it's a friend. He addressed it very gracious. "Friend, who made me a judge over you to decide such things as that?" So kinsa man day ko para mag-decide sa inyo? Okay? Dili man ko hukom. Okay? Ingon siya. So ingon siya, "Beware. Guard yourself against every kind of greed. Life is not measured by how much you own." So, this guy wala pa siya ay kwarta, wala pa diya sa iyang kamot, wala pa sa iyang bank account, ang bahin niya sa estado or pagmamayari ng kanyang mga magulang na ngayon nandyan na sa pagpangalaga ng kanyang nakakatandang kapatid na lalaki. Okay? Ang Tagalog manggo. So anyway, so wala pa sa iya, but he is looking forward to that money that this will solve all the problems of his life. Diba? So kaingon ta nga naalagi kwarta masulbad na gining problema tanan. So mo na thinking wala pa siyang kwarta. Wala pa ha? He's just asking gali, teacher, pwede ba nimo to i-request akong brother? So mura bitaw basig dugay na siya sunod-sunod, pero ang iyang intention lang gid sa pagsunod is makakita lang ko gigayon ingnon ako ni siya. Sunod lang ko perminti sa iya, kita siguro niya mga milagro, and then perfect timing, I will ask him. Ako siyang hangyoon, teacher, pwede ba nimo ingnon akong brother nga magbayin-bayin nami? And then he said, you watch yourself, di ba? Because you are not measured on what you own. Now, interesting daw mo dining parable ng istorya ni Jesus. Now, the parable of the rich fool, again, it could have happened, it could not happen. It's just a story para lang masabtan nato kung saan yung gusto ni Jesus buot pasabot. So karon, tinuod, the parable shows who we are, and it also shows us who God is and who Jesus is. So ingon din na naako ng tao nga daghan nagkuno siya og ani, daghan na siya abot. Dili na masigo sa iyang budiga. Saon sa iyang plano? Maghimo pa ko og dagko pang budiga, kamalig sa Bisaya pa. Para mabutangan ako kay apaw-apaw na nga akong mga katigayunan. Okay? Pero interesting, ingon din sa verse 19, ingon siya, and I'll sit back and say to myself, wala ni karon. So, I'll say to myself, pag-instigator ni kining tao nga, ingon siya nga, Ginoo, pwede, Jesus, pwede ba nimo ang iyon akong brother nga maghati-hati namin kwarta para napoy kwarta nga ako, and that will answer all my problems. That is life to me. So ingon din verse 19, I'll sit back and tell to myself, ingon din my friend, sobrang iyang gikuan ni comfort ang iyang kagulingon, my friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry. Now this is not a law, this is a balaod. This is again a description of who we are. Okay? So ingon din kining word din nga, I'll say to myself, di na kayo mag-technical, pero ang original ko nga pagkasulat ingon din nga, I'll say to my life. Okay? So, mao ko ni interesting ni. So actually, the guy who asked na ibahin-bahin na nila ang ilang katigayunan, o kining naa sa parable of the rich fool, okay? They are looking to their riches na mao ang ilang kagikan sa ilang life. Mao niya itong kinabuhi. So we will discuss about life now. Now, mao ni, ang life, it was given by God. Diba? At creation, we were given life. It was created by God. And it was perfect. There in life, we were referring to Adam and Eve. They had no fear of death. Wala sila kahadlok sa kamatayon. What else? Wala sila kahadlok sa magkagutom. Wala sila kahadlok sa magkasakit or magkasakit sila. So life at its creation, at the very beginning, it's talking about fulfillment, about what else? About happiness, what else? About your meaning and value in life. Okay? So life itself. So sa pagkahimo sa Ginoo sa kinabuhi, anindot gid siya, it was in a perfect state. Now when sin came, of course there's death because of sin. Actually, life itself, life is not what we have known it before. Life is not the same like there in the garden before our first parents fell into sin. It's not the same anymore. Because life right now is just about surviving. It's just about surviving. It's just about making it. It's just about not trying not to die. Di ba? Mao na tong life karon. Gapaningkamot lang ta nga dili ta magutom, dili ta magkasakit unta sa atong pag-ampo permanente good health. Kaya nga naman, kabalo man ta nga kung magutom ta o magkasakit ta, asa man itong paingnan? It's death itself. So life has been distorted, thwarted. It has become complicated. Okay? Dili gina mao ang original nga plano sa Ginoo. Now going back to the guy who asked, "Teacher, can you hang you my brother to divide?" So he was looking to the wealth nga makuha niya sa iyang bahin, isip anak sa iyang papa, nga wala na dinha, nana sa iyang brother. So galisod siguro siya nga dili base di siya tagaan sa iyang brother. So motong gi mura gapang sa ato pa gapang padrino siya or gapang ninong siya nga pwede ikaw mustorya sa akong brother. So he is looking into that wealth nga wala pa siyang kamot that will give him life, meaning give him fulfillment, give him happiness, give him meaning and value and his worth. Okay? So, Jesus again is describing unsa kita na mao na karon. Life again to us has become very complicated, very distorted because life, we are just trying to survive. Okay? Now, kining tao sa rich fool, daghan na siyang katigayunan. But he is still a fool because he's thinking that he had achieved life. Okay na ko. Sumulingkod na ko, relax na lang ko ani karon kay di na gay na ako mapuno sa akong isa ka kamalig or budiga. Maghimo na lang kong laing budiga para isulod na ako dito. Because he is looking to those riches for his life. He's looking for his meaning, his value, his fulfillment, his happiness on those things. So mao ni siya nga parable karon. Now actually, it's not only wealth where we could find, where we are trying to find our fulfillment, our happiness, our meaning, our value. Four things na, I'll keep repeating it. Mao lang ako may sulti. It's not only in wealth or riches, but it actually also in righteousness by our own. Sa pagpaningkamot sa atong kaugalingon. On the other side, Jesus was also saying that if you are trying to accomplish righteousness on your own, you are trying to find fulfillment, happiness, meaning, and value on your own righteousness, again, you're also a fool. Kaya nga naman, kini magong trying to survive, it's also again multidimensional. Daghan man mga pamaagi sa atong kinabuhi where we try kinabuhi. Did you get that? There are lots of avenues in it, not only wealth, that we try to find life in it. Example, ako pastor, kami mga pastor. Where do we find our life? Where do we find our fulfillment, our happiness, our meaning, our value? We find it in our title and our position as pastor. Kung sa ko dili mi tawgon og pastor, murag malain mi, di mo ko niya tawgog pastor. Kung sa actually okay ra ko din niyo tawgog pastor, kamo labi na kamo mga taas senior sa ako, you could call me my first name. It's okay with me. Okay? Pero di tapod ako ikuan sa inyo nga kung tawgon ko ninyo pastor, okay lang. Kung ingon ko nga, my value, my happiness, my fulfillment is not in the title. What else? Our fulfillment, our happiness is in our members. Kung daghan mig members, that is our happiness. That is our fulfillment. Kung walay members, kung walay mo simba, walay mo tunga sa Zoom, we are not fulfilled. We say, so ba di klase nga kinabuhi? Di ba? Or we find it in the offering siguro. In the sweldo that we have. Uy, kwapo to ako mga membro kay kusog magatan. And we find our fulfillment, our happiness, our contentment, our meaning, our value in these things. So mo nang multidimensional. We always try to find life in this world. We find it in identity as a father, as a mother, as a husband, as a wife. What else? In the things that we do, our work. And actually the reality is, again, we are just trying to survive. We are just trying not to die. Di ba? Yung paningkamot lang tayo nga dili ta mamatay. But actually, Jesus was discussing is, again, goes back to the last time that we talked. We talk about being the least, being lost, being last, and being an outcast. And we have talked that the direction of grace is going down. Actually, He's leading us to His death. Okay? He's inviting us to His death. He's just telling us that you trying to live is you trying to survive. Because na problema ginang kinabuhi. When sin came, death came, life was not what it was used to be. Labi na karon ato makita, bisad sa karon sa pandemya, We could just look back, ay, now, sa unang panahon nung libre kita, no? And then again, we're trying to survive. Before we were trying to survive, now we are again trying to survive. Ang uban lang naalantay gamay nga wiggle room ingon pa nila nga maka-operate tanagi uban nga lisod gid sila. But all of us, whether you have or you have not, we are just trying to survive. And that's life for us. And God is describing, Jesus is describing, mo na ka-complicated when sin came into this world. Okay? That's why I need to rescue you. That is what Jesus is saying. Okay? So ingon niya din okay, you fool, you will die this very night. Then who will get everything you work for? Diba? Mao gid ang realidad. Kung bisan daghan ng imong katigayunan or daghan na kag-agi, dako na kag-agi, kinsa may mukuha na karon somebody else. And again, the writer of Ecclesiastes said, that is vanity. Diba? So, again, he's describing who we are through the instigator, the man who said nga, Lord, Jesus, tingnan ko brother Bing nga magbahin-bahin nami because he was looking forward to the money that he will get or the wealth that he will get, that it will be life for him. It will give him fulfillment, happiness, meaning, and value in life. So, the point is, Jesus is saying, you will not find life in this world. Okay? Again, you are just trying to survive. We are just trying to survive in this world. You will not find life. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You will find life in me. That's why Jesus was also, again, inviting us to his death. And I remember in John 12:32, na-discuss na nato na ingon siya, in the very end, and it could mean at the very end of this world, or in the very end of his ministry here on earth. And of course, we knew that the end of his ministry on earth was his death. So he's inviting us to realize, to admit that we are the least, we are lost, we are the last, we are outcast, and actually, we are dead. Because even trying to live is actually, we're just trying to survive. Tonight, the news was, nabalong mo sa news, very sad news. Katubi itong barko, livestock nga dala nila karga. So most likely baka siguro. Nga they sa pumaob sila sa somewhere in Japan. Isa sa ilang mga gitawag prefecture. And then murag isa pa ilang nakita nga survivor, murag 39 ang missing. And then I just realized ba, these people nisampa sila sa barko, okay, seaman sila. And then this is the one that is giving them life. Ilang panginabuyan, and they're sending their money back to their families. But actually, your means of livelihood could actually be your means of dying. Sad to say, that's what happens. And they say, that's the reality of this life. That's why Jesus again is inviting us to be, because we are in faith, when we trusted in Jesus by faith, we have been united to his death. So, again, because when we die to ourselves, again, when it's the start where we live, di ba? It goes together, maguni, death and his resurrection. So Jesus is inviting us to join us in his death so that we could really fully live. No more entitlement, no, nothing of us, only Jesus. So, he is saying this is a parable of grace because we only find life in Jesus. We only find our true meaning, our true value. And what is our value? We are his beloved. Okay? We only find true joy, not sister joy, but not happiness, but joy. And joy, we know joy is way better than happiness because happiness is dependent on circumstances, but joy is not. In Philippians, when Paul wrote to the believers in Philippi, he was in jail and he kept in saying, count it all joy. So he's reminding them, it's not in the circumstances, it's in the God who believe. It's in the God that we are united in his death and resurrection. And we only find our fulfillment in Jesus. So that's the reminder. That's the parable of grace. It's a parable of grace showing the life that we are trying to accomplish, trying to live. And again, we are just trying to survive. And then the life that we could find in Jesus. Our fulfillment, our happiness or joy, our value and worth and meaning is only found in him because we are his beloved. Okay? So, that's the parable for tonight, the parable of the rich fool. And again, telling us we could only find life in Jesus, not in the things of this world, not in our wealth, not in our position, not in whatever we do, but only in Jesus who loves us so much. He died for us. So that's the parable for tonight. Naay pangutana, naay inputs. Asa na sila Ate Lily? Okay. So naay mga pangutana or inputs. Brad Jun?
Oh. Wa po to siya nga pastor nga realization nga ang ato adri is to survive kay naman po ilain nga mga teaching na murag magitagaan daw og idea nga tanan natong gusto pwede na ito makuha na willing to discontentment ba unya kaning entitlement ug gani nga Lord nag-promise ko baka yung bless asa naman to yung promise. Pero kung atong mindset is we are here to survive, magpasalamat yung tayo si Lord is more than enough man. He is more than enough. So,
Rasya lagi sa Ginoo.
Napukoy add atong sa persistence of prayer, Pastor Bang.
Okay.
Kaya ang kasagaran na preaching na the Lord will answer our prayers because we are persistent. Pero if we are to really examine the imong gisulti, persistence is a result of us realizing na we are bankrupt, we are nothing, and we are facing a holy and a mighty God. Na hindi natin compare kung sarili ba nga hindi na ako ni kaya Lord kung di ka mutabang. So it is after a realization na we are outcasts, that we persist on really asking Him for help. Okay? You're nothing, man. So it's not persistence and then result, but it's our realization of our nothingness will lead us into persistence in prayer.
Sakto, tinood. Salamat, Brad. So thank you for pointing that out. Tinood. Kinamay ba mayon nga persistent lang, ampo lang ka, ampo lang. No, it's persistent because you've come to realize hindi mo kaya. Oh, saya sama sa Canaanite woman, ingon siya, yes, I'm a dog, but dogs eat the crumbs at the master's table. I cannot do it by my own. So help me. You're the only one who could help me. Yeah, tinood na. Kaya lagi namin one nga, persistent lang, ampo lang. No, it's persistent because you cannot do it on your own. Thank you. Tinood na. So, we are just trying to survive. Trying not to die. But again, we thank the Lord that even at the very end, we know that, of course, He is gracious. He will see us through. Nagsaad siya that He will never leave us nor forsake us. And He is faithful even though we are faithless. Matinumanon siya. And our comfort is that even at the very end, it's all gonna be Jesus. Jesus is still gonna be there. Uban siya sa ato, kaya matang mga kanakan. So whether, I don't know what will be the end of us, kita, I don't know. But when we know that Jesus is there, that's the comfort. He will always be there for us. So yeah, salamat sa Ginoo sa iyang grasya. Ang uban naka-unmute man mo. So I could not hear kung sa inyong mga pangutana o rin sa inyong mga panguna-una. Na si Brad Dodong? Karo nakita?
Saba kay diri pastor, naga-discuss ilahang katigayonan. Nag-mute na kung ano. Oh.
Okay. Okay lang. Katigayunan din nag-discussion din ay.
Ganda ni Tita.
Hi.
Oh, Jati Rose.
Yeah, ito yung masulti ni mo. Nado siya masulti, Pastor.
Ikaw,
Jati
diba?
Rose, sige.
Kwan ba, Pastor? Regarding sa prayer.
Ah,
Mao bitaw na bitatong gingan bitang dun nga. Makanag yung sub-sub dito pray kay mo arong tubagon.
Oh,
So dito
tinuod.
na ang karon jud ay mag-pray ta kay wa gyud tay mahimo.
Correct.
Wa tay mahimo gawas sa pagtabang sa Ginoo sa grasya. New insight.
Yeah, salamat sa Ginoo. Mayo, ipamalita ka na, Ate Rose, nga mao ka na ang persistent prayer. Because we persist, because we cannot do it on our own.
Amen.
Okay. So see you Sunday. Thank you sa inyong time. Just remember to keep one another in prayer. Okay? So salamat.
Salamat.
Good night. See you Sunday, 2 o'clock. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night sa inyo, Jack.
Salamat po. Bye. Salamat kay Ryan. Hey, Jude.
Jack,
Bye.
good night.
Rose. Apo.
Sinca to si JT.
Bye-bye.
Ryan. Ryan.
Jack,
Mingaw na mi Jack.
tingnan na sa imong voice,
We miss your voice
your guitar.
and your guitar.
Bye.
Good night. Adios.
Ikaw akong halaran, ugmang way katapusan, sa sulod ning dughan. Palaan ka, o Ginoo. Palaan ka, o Ginoo. Akong awit kanimo, awit sa akong tribo, awit sa gugma mo. Ikaw akong simbahon, dayon himayaon sa tanan nga panahon. Palaan ka, o Ginoo. Palaan ka, o Ginoo. Wala may sama kanimo, wa may laing Ginoo nga alagaran ko. Ikaw akong halaran, ugmang way katapusan, sa sulod ning